shout out to Nate Brown.
What up? What up? What up? Ladies and gents, boys and girls, you are now tuned in to a brand new video of Sportsway with Dre Day podcast. I am your host with the most, the Hood's ESPN, Crystal Street's very own, Dre Day. What's up? What's up? What's up? Once again, thank y'all for y'all continued support of the podcast. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. If you haven't already, it's right there on the bottom of the screen. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also hit that notification bell so that way once a video is uploaded, you will get a notification letting you know that I dropped a new video. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment. Tell a friend to tell a friend, all that good stuff. This video here, congratulations are in order to the New York Knicks, who have completed their Eastern Conference playoff journey by sweeping the Cleveland Cavaliers. I believe the score was 133-90, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check real quick and see what the score was. 130-93. So congrats are in order to the New York Knicks for sweeping the Cleveland Cavaliers. Listen, as someone that is from New York City, I am going to put the disclaimer out there. I am not a Knicks fan. I am a Spurs fan. But as a New Yorker, I've always wanted to see the Knicks succeed unless it was against my Spurs. Now, obviously, my Spurs are in the conference finals in the West. So I'm kind of hoping we get to see a Spurs-Knicks finals because, again, what the Knicks have done these playoffs have been nothing but amazing. But also, as a sports fan, before the season started, I am going to say it again because I said it on my podcast before the season started. Check the game tape. I said there's no excuse for the Knicks to not get to the NBA Finals. I predicted that they was going. And the reason I predicted they're going, and I'm gonna say it again, you just take a look at some of the teams in the Eastern Conference who didn't really have nothing to work with. You have Boston. Jason Tatum was out half the season. Now, obviously, when he got hurt in the playoffs last year against the Knicks, right then and then we knew that Jason Tatum was probably going to be out for the rest of the year coming up. Once that happened, bam, you can X Boston out. Granted, he did try to come back during the season, which I felt was a bad idea. And even when he did that, I still thought it wasn't going to be good enough. The Knicks can get Boston up out of there, but that didn't happen because Philly got to them before the Knicks did. Speaking of Philly, I didn't trust Philly. Reason being is because you got two guys on that team that are injury prone, and that would be Joel Embiid and Paul George. I already knew you couldn't trust them anyway. So I already knew the Knicks can get Philly up out of there. Indiana, Tyrese Halliburton, I think he tore his Achilles in the finals last year, if I'm not mistaken. against OKC. So you already know once you tear your Achilles, bam, you're done for the year. So I already knew that they was going to be out the equation. So that's 3 teams I just mentioned that was out the equation for the Knicks to get to the NBA Finals. Detroit, they're too young. They have no experience. Cade Cunningham has no help. And obviously, we saw how that played out in the series against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then obviously, Cleveland, I never took Cleveland serious. Never took them serious, especially last year. Remember that big start that they had in the season? I didn't take them seriously. And then you add James Harden to the team. I definitely knew they wasn't going to have to worry about Cleveland. Hence to what we just saw in these playoffs. Listen, I am very happy for the New York Knicks. Again, not a Knicks fan, but I am happy for them. As a native New Yorker, I want to see them succeed. I want to see them win. Again, as long as it's not against San Antonio, I will be rooting for the Knicks in the finals. Listen, 4 more wins. 4 more wins. That's all they need is 4 more wins. And look, before the playoffs started, or even before the season started, I said there's no reason for the Knicks to not get to the finals. I didn't say anything about them winning it. I just said that they will get to the finals. After watching what they've been doing in these playoffs right now, because just look at what they've been doing in these closeout games. When they closed out Atlanta, they won by 40-plus points. They just played Philly. They closed them out by 40-plus points. Or it might have been 40 points, a flat 40 points. This game, they took Cleveland out, and the closeout game, almost 40 points. So the one thing we do know about this Knicks team is when they got that one game to clinch, they're beating shit down your leg in that closeout game. Now, the way they've been playing as of late, that whole just get to the NBA Finals, they have a legitimate chance to win the whole thing. It don't matter who they go against. It doesn't matter if it's against OKC. It doesn't matter if it's against my Spurs. They have a legitimate chance to win the finals. Like I'm seeing comments and, the beauty with Instagram is everybody is posting what's going on in the city right now. Knicks fans are losing their mind right now, which I get. I understand it. And I'm happy for them. I'm very happy for them. My whole thing is this. If they're this happy now, what you think going to happen if they win 4 more games and they're crowned the new NBA champs? They're going to need the National Guard. They're going to need the Army. They're going to need everybody in the city to contain these fans. And I'm going to just put it out there. If the Knicks was to win this NBA Finals, you're hearing it from me first. I'm a diehard Yankees fan, right? Obviously, we've won 27 world championships. I've only been alive for 5 of them. I went to every single parade the Yankees had, whether it was 96, whether it was 98, 99, 2000, 2009. I cut school or I called out of work for those parades. If the New York Knicks win this championship, I truly believe that the turnout for that parade will be more than those Yankees championships, those Yankee parades. Because again, I've been to all 5 of them, and I remember how packed City Hall was. I remember that. Like, there's moments that you never forget in your life. Obviously, I'm not going to go to the parade because I'm not a Knicks fan, but I'm happy for the Knicks if they was to win it. I'm telling y'all, if you thought that those Yankee championship parades was something, let the Knicks pull this off and win this championship. That parade is going to be bananas. You got to understand, the Knicks haven't won since 73. since 73. So a lot of our big homies and OGs, they were probably teenagers the last time the Knicks won a championship. I'm not going to give away my dad's age, but he was one of those dudes that was a teenager the last time the Knicks won a championship, and that was 1973. So you have those fans that are going to be in City Hall if the Knicks win the championship. Old, scribbled up, cane, wheelchair and all, they will be in City Hall if the Knicks win this championship. Then obviously you got the generation before them, which is the people my age, the unks, the big bros, the big homies. Well, the big homies and OGs is older than that. But then you get to big bro, then you get to the unks, and then obviously you got, you know, the little the little homies, the little bros, the babies. Like, it's gonna be so many fans in attendance if the Knicks pull this off. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be crazy. It's going to be crazy. And this is coming from somebody who's been in New York his whole life. When it comes to championship parades, the only ones I can speak on is the Yankee ones. I'm not a Giants fan, so I can't speak on those, but obviously you watch it on the news and you see how many people showed up for that. The Liberty just won the championship 2 years ago. I went to that parade. It was a nice little turnout. It was a nice little turnout. I ain't gonna sit here and say it was like the Yankees parades from back in the day. It wasn't, but it was a decent turnout for the Liberty. But if the Knicks pull this off, I'm telling y'all, if the Knicks pull this off and win this championship, that championship parade is going to exceed all the championship parades that the Yankees had in the past. At least the ones that I can speak on, because I was there personally. You got to understand, people, again, since 1973, the Knicks won the Knicks won a championship. That's a long ass time ago. A long ass time ago. And it's been Knicks fans pleading, crying, begging for the Knicks to make something out themselves. And then just think, these last few years, they've gotten better. They'll be in the playoffs. They'll get bumped in the first round. Then one year, they made the playoffs, get bumped in the second round. Make the playoffs the next year, make it to the conference finals. And now, the following year, which is this year, they get to the NBA finals. And Mike Brown, I stand down. I've said this in recent videos. I've said it on videos I did on TikTok. I said it amongst friends. When you got the hired job to coach the Knicks, I was not a fan of it. Everybody that knows me knew that I wanted Mike Malone to be the Knicks coach because he was a proven winner. Mike Brown, you get my absolute respect. I stand down. I salute you and what you have done with this New York team, with this Knicks team. So I commend you. This is by far your greatest head coaching tenure. I get you as LeBron's coach in Cleveland. I get it, you won Coach of the Year in Sacramento. But this is by far your greatest head coaching tenure. Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. Jalen Brunson, salute to you. Could you imagine what you would be a part of if you win this? Listen, there's people out there saying that Jalen Brunson, if he gets the Knicks to the NBA Finals and win, you got people out there saying that he might be the greatest Knick of all time. Now, I wasn't around for Walt Clyde Frazier. I wasn't around for Willis Reed. So I can only speak on what I was here for. And if Jalen Brunson can pull this off, which he has a legitimate chance to do, if he pulls this off, he's definitely the greatest Knick of all time in my eyes. Absolutely. Absolutely. I remember the 94 finals. That was the one time my pops actually let me stay up past bedtime to watch the games with him. And he was heartbroken from that finals. We all remember that horrible, horrible performance by John Starks. I believe it was game 6, if I'm not mistaken. And then obviously Houston wound up winning game 7 when the Knicks were up 3-2 in that series. 99, they played my Spurs. Nobody expected the Knicks to win that series. Let's be real. Nobody expected them to win. And then now we fast forward 27 years later. And they are on course to possibly win the whole thing. I am proud of this team. Mikalbridges, everybody owes you an apology. I remember when the Knicks traded for you, and they traded all of those picks for you, and so many people was not feeling it. They all owe you an apology. Everybody that doubted you, they owe you an apology. Because you have played amazing in these playoffs. Tonight you didn't shoot well, but it was so much of a blowout, it really didn't matter. It really didn't matter. Congratulations, my guy. Congratulations. That's all I can say. I am happy for Knicks fans. I am happy for my city. All I'm asking is for Knicks fans to do not do nothing stupid. That's all I'm asking. I've seen videos. I already know y'all hanging on poles in the city. Y'all hanging on things near Madison Square Garden. I get it. You can have your fun. Just be smart about it. Don't burn no cars. Don't ring terror in train stations. Hell, I'm almost certain they probably holding the trains. It's probably train delays right now in Manhattan because of this. Luckily, I got home a little before 11:30. Because listen, I didn't watch the game. I was at the Liberty game. But I was, getting my updates on my phone. So I didn't watch the game in its entirety, but a little birdie was telling me while I was there that it was time to bring the brooms out. So again, the Liberty lost, but the Knicks won. So New York got one of them. Hell, hold on. In fact, let me check if my Yankees won. Let me check if my Yankees won. Let's see if the Yankees broke the tie with New York today. The Yankees won. Okay, so the Yankees won, the Knicks won, but the Liberty lost. So it's still a great day for New York because of what the Knicks did. So yes, again, I'm so proud of this Knicks team. Shamit, oh my God, what this guy has done for these Knicks in these playoffs, just sniping it from the tray. I'm so proud of this Knicks team. I'm very, very much proud of them. Very much proud of them. So again, I'm rooting for them as long as it's not against my Spurs. If they meet OKC, please to God beat OKC. The worst thing can happen is that they go back to back. Now, if they play San Antonio, that's where I got to draw the line because the Spurs is my team. So again, I'm happy for the Knicks regardless, okay? Because I'm happy for the true Knicks fans. True Knicks fans that was around when they was nobodies, like trash Knicks. So all of those people that I know, and I know plenty of them, it's too many to name. Aside from my pops and my Uncle Victor, my Uncle Fish, like a lot of friends that I grew up with. My man Yeez, my man Donique. It's a lot of friends that I have that are true Knicks fans that was riding with them for all of these years. And now their team is 4 wins away from winning the NBA championship. So I couldn't be more proud for the Knicks, and I couldn't be more proud for my city. So again, for Knicks fans out there, just don't do nothing stupid. Because again, watching these videos that what's going on in the city, it's not old heads that's doing this. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not old heads that's doing this. It's not OGs that's doing this. It's not big homies that's doing this. It's people that's like in their, I would say, mid to early 30s, probably younger. It's them that's acting this way. I don't think it's anybody my age. I'm 40. I ain't ashamed to say my age. I don't think it's anybody that's my age and above that's doing outlandish things to celebrate the Knicks' victory. I don't think it's them. I think it's more so of these young whippersnappers, and the majority of them wasn't even born. Obviously, they wasn't even born the last time the Knicks won a championship, and they damn sure probably wasn't even born the last time the Knicks went to the finals. But again, they're from the city, so they're going to I'm trying to what's the word I'm trying to look for? They're going to inhabit the Knicks because they're from the town. And I'm okay with that. So listen, before I go, I just want to say this because I don't want to be on this too long. I know I haven't done any pre-recorded videos in a week, but I wanted to show my face for this. But before I go, listen, James Harden, I don't want to hear no more talk about that man being one of the greatest shooting guards of all time. I don't want to hear it no more. Can we finally put that theory to rest? Can we put it to bed? In fact, I ain't gonna put it to bed. How about we get a shovel and bury it in the ground 6 feet? Because it's true. It's true. See, it's one thing to get swept, right? It's one thing to get swept because that was evident anyway. Like, again, I picked the Knicks to win this in 5. But I do, listen, it was the same thing with Philly. I predicted that the Knicks would win both series in 5. But if the Knicks won game 3, you might as well get the brooms out. And not for nothing, the Cleveland Cavaliers, how they ended game 3, I knew they was getting swept. Like that, like when it was like less than 2 minutes left in the game, they was playing no defense. It was like, yo, they was just ready to get they was literally ready for Cancun. Literally. And again, I didn't watch the game today. So I can't even give you a breakdown on what happened. Because I didn't watch. But I do know the Knicks won, and I do know they blew them out. That's all I know. So this is not me on here trying to break down anything that happened in the game. I didn't watch it. So everything I'm speaking right now is just off the cuff, and it ain't got nothing to do with the game. But again, James Harden, we already know what he about. He's a choke artist. When the Knicks took care of Philly, and that Detroit and Orlando, and then when that Detroit and Cleveland series was still going on, I kept telling people, I know everybody was talking about Detroit. Oh, Detroit was, I think they was either 3-1 or 4-1 in the regular season against the Knicks. I said, no, it's not Detroit they should be wanting. It should be Cleveland they want. And the reason being is because of old James Harden. It ain't got nothing to do with Donovan Mitchell, because Donovan Mitchell going to put in his work. But James Harden, I don't want to use that C word that everybody uses, because I honestly don't like saying that word. Like, I so don't like saying it. Just know that C word, it's a zodiac name, and I don't want to say that name. I don't want to say it for obvious reasons. But that's what James Harden is. Every team that he's on, he fucks up. Every team that he was on. I tried to cut him some slack when he came to Brooklyn. I tried to cut him some slack. And then what did he do? Want to get traded. The one time that I tried to rock with him, he comes to Brooklyn. He plays with an injured hamstring in the series against Milwaukee. So I'm like, yo, this dude is earning my respect. Because usually when dudes get hamstring injuries, they don't play. But James Harden thugged it out and played. So I'm like, yo, he earning my respect. And he playing for the town. So yeah, I'm going to rock with him. What his bitch ass do? Ask for a trade. So I'm like, ups, okay, back to not liking you again. Goes to Philly. What happens? Stinks up the joint in Philly. What happens next? He goes to the Clippers. What happens when he gets there? Stinks up the joint. He then comes to Cleveland. What does he do there? Stink up the joint. Everywhere he goes, he stinks up the joint and chokes. But this is the guy that everybody says is a top 10 shooting guard of all time. No, he's not. No, he's not. I don't care about that MVP award he won. Because think about this. James Harden, think about this. He has that one MVP, which he deserved. I will never take that away from him. He will forever be known for his chokes in the playoffs than he'll ever be known for winning that one MVP. He will go down in infamy for his countless chokes in the playoffs than that one MVP that he won. That's not good. That's not good at all. So again, any team that James Harden is on, y'all might as well don't even root for him because y'all not going to go anywhere. This is the one time I'm going to agree with Stephen A. Smith. I have a love-hate relationship with Stephen A. There's certain things he say I rock with. There's certain things that he don't say that I don't rock with. He has this saying for the Cowboys, they're an accident waiting to happen. And he's been saying that for a long time. That same assessment could be for James Harden. He is an accident waiting to happen. So if he's on your team, trust me, he ain't. Listen, trust me. If James Harden is on your team, you are not going to win. You are not going to win. It's that simple. But again, I'm happy for the Knicks. Very, very happy for them. I'm so happy. Long time coming. I am so happy for the Knicks. I am proud of them. I am very much proud of them. I'm happy for their fans. So again, as long as it's not against my Spurs, I will be rooting for them. As long as it's not against my boy Wemby, Julian Champagny, he just listen. That's a Camp Friendship alumni. Camp Friendship is a basketball league that I grew up in. Okay, and Julian Champagny came up in that league with his twin brother. So we have two Camp Friendship alumni in the NBA, and it just so happens one of them plays for my Spurs. So yeah. So as long as the Knicks don't play San Antonio, I am rooting for the Knicks. I am rooting for them. But I'm very much happy for this Knicks team. Very much happy for them. Very much. So I don't want to be on here this long. I mean, it's about a half hour, so I'm about to bounce off this now. I want a bowl of cereal. I want to have a bowl of cereal, man. Like that, I want to celebrate. So my celebration is going to be a bowl of cereal and probably watch Martin before I go to bed tomorrow. Because I got to get up early tomorrow. The French Open started today, and I thought that Coco Gauff and Taylor Townsend was going to be playing today. It was actually tomorrow. So tomorrow morning, they have to play each other in the French Open, which I'm not too happy about, to be honest with you. I'm not even going to lie. I'm pissed off that they got my girls playing against each other in the first round. I wouldn't have had no problem with them meeting in the 4th round. I wouldn't have had a problem with them meeting in the quarterfinals or possibly semifinals. I wouldn't have minded. But to have my girls playing each other in the 1st round, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. It's like, yo, see, this is why I love what Naomi Osaka did. She put together an all-black dinner. Now, there were some brothers and some sisters in tennis that wasn't in that dinner. But Taylor Townsend was in there, who co-hosted with Naomi Osaka. Coco Gauff was there. It was some dude in there throwing a 6-up. I guess he a Drake fan or whatever. But anyway, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm feeling the way that they got my niece, Coco Gauff, and my crush, Taylor Townsend, going up against each other in the 1st round in the French Open. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, man. James Harden is a disappointment. He is a disappointment. He is an accident waiting to happen, and he has been for quite some time. I wish now people will see what I've been saying. All that, oh, he's a top 10 shooting guard of all time. They could put that to bed now. In fact, bury that shit. Put that shit 6 feet underground. He's done for. He's done. James Harden is done. But I'm gonna bounce up off this. Again, thank y'all for everybody who's tuned in. Thank y'all for the people who've left little comments here and there. But I am about to bounce up out of this. I want to clean up my kitchen real quick before I have my bowl of cereal. And then I'll probably watch some Martin before I call it a night. So again, thank y'all for your continued support of the podcast. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. Again, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It's right there on the bottom of the screen. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, tell a friend to tell a friend, all that good stuff. In closing, y'all know how this goes. This has been another video of Sportsway with Dre Day podcast. Again, congratulations to the New York Knickerbockers. Congratulations to the Knicks. Congratulations to their fans. All y'all need is 4 more wins. As long as they're not gonna get my Spurs, I'm rooting for y'all. So catch y'all on the flip side. God bless. Peace and love. Your boy is out of here.